This is real, unbiased boxing.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's your boy Just Talk back in with another man. So in today's boxing news or boxing exposure, we have a guy named IBFP, boxing channel, quite here and there popular, with a lot of casuals. A lot of people that's confused about the boxing sport. I want to expose that this man right here, or who the hell is it is, that they're not really a boxing fan. They're not really part of the boxing community. This is more of a gag type channel, just because of the stuff and the narratives they bring and portray themselves as. You realize they push a certain thing and push a certain narrative with Canelo Alvarez. First, they hated PBC. Now Canelo with PBC. PBC got money for PBC going broke. It's a lot of contradictions of what's going on. And now this minute says Tariq Alalshikh is destroying boxing. Remember, Tariq Alalshikh is destroying boxing. Now, before this video kicks off, man, if you're a fan of IBFP, just listen to the video. I'm not trying to be, go back and forth, yelling and screaming, and go debate him. I have the smoke one-on-one, of course. He like to have a panel of a whole bunch of other people there to back him up. Just me and him one-on-one. Let's get it on. Come on over here. Let's do it. Because really, when it comes down to the boxing talk, he can't handle that. He called names, talk about people. We can't even see this person. People ugly, fat, all this. But we don't know who you are. Have you been seen? I've been in fights. Go look at my community page. I went to top ranked fights. I took pictures with fighters. I be here. I record myself at the events. So I'm really a boxing fan, and I'm going to Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson down here in Texas. But that's all this, man. Let's get to the video of IBFP saying Tariq Alalshikh is destroying boxing, and this is why Tariq Alalshikh is destroying boxing. Roll that footage.
And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And the Turki has come out and listed some potential dream fights that he's putting in the works. And these are Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford and Gervonta Davis versus Inoue. These are his dream fights. These are the fights he's pursuing, and these are the fights that he's trying to get done and trying to get made. Now, these fights make no sense. Only an idiot, dummy, and a moron would agree with the Turk on this. This man is coming together and put on some great boxing cards, put on some great matches, and I respect the Turk. But the problem is he's also a dummy, and he's hurting boxing at this point. He's not giving the fans what they truly want to see.
Pause it. Let me just say this real quick because I want to break it down to this right here. This guy's first off, I respect him. Who do you respect? Like, this dude talks like let me tell you something, man. I don't know where this guy grew up at or where he from or where he come up as, but how he talk is so disrespectful. Like, his mouth is just off and off and off. And like, it's like, you're supposed to talk this in real life. You'd be seriously hurt. You do this in real life where I'm from, at least. I'm not saying I'm super gangster or nothing, but you don't do this to a man in their face. But as he said, he respects this man. At the same time, he dissed this man, that he's stupid and a dummy. Not saying that I think this is not a good idea, not a good look. He's stupid, dummy, idiot. You're stupid. You're retarded if you don't. Just outrageous, man. Blurting out all these crazy insults on this man because he want to make fights possible with his own money, his own pockets, and IBFP and his fans. Not if you're a casual watch IBFP, like I say, his fans, his little narrative crowd, they don't want to see Terrence Crawford or Canelo. That fight will sell big, better than Jaime Munguia and Canelo did. Inoue versus Tank Davis, that's another big fight. He want to make these fights happen that people, the fans, want to see. The casuals will pay for, not for him. Has he showed proof that he paid for Canelo versus Jaime Munguia, Canelo versus Bivol? Where's his proof that he paid for pay-per-views? All I see is complain. Where's the receipts? Tariq Alalshikh has put on great cards for us, giving us great fights. And you're going to get mad at the man because he want to have these two fights that he want, that he paid out his own hard money? What have you done? But other than lick Canelo ass, who literally scam his fans to pay $90 for a bullshit fight that so-called, and people saying he carried Jaime Munguia. So he didn't even go out there and fight his fullest for his fans to give y'all a big show and knock the boy out. He decided to take his light with him and just play around when people pay $90 for that. That's continue what we're saying though, right? Tariq Alalshikh is destroying boxing, not PBC who destroyed boxing, But Tariq Alalshikh, who making all these great fights and coming in August, he's destroying boxing. Make this shit make sense. It don't make sense.
Fans don't want to see. Canelo versus Crawford. That's not what everybody's begging for. That's not what everyone's asking for. They're not asking for Canelo Crawford on ESPN. All of the retired boxers are not saying, I need to see Canelo Crawford. No one's clamoring for this. Everyone's asking for Canelo Benavidez. That's what everybody from Mike Tyson, the ESPN, all of the fans, all of the pundits, everybody wants Canelo versus Benavidez. But this moron keeps pushing Canelo versus Crawford. Maybe he doesn't understand. We got enough of that when we saw Canelo versus Jermell Charlo. We don't want to see Canelo fight another guy moving up in weight, trying to survive. We don't want to see that. We want to see Canelo versus Benavidez. That's the fight you need to put your energy in. That's the fight you need to put your money into. I don't want to see that. I'm not interested in paying for that.
I'm not interested. I don't want to see. Who the fuck are you? You're nobody. You're nothing. Who cares about what you want to see? No one cares about what you want to see. What do the fans want to see? Yes, we do want to see Dave Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. Excuse me. But look at the numbers. He's telling this rich millionaire, billionaire, I said millionaire, billionaire, you need to focus on making this fight. Put your money into. Why pay Canelo $150 million to fight Dave Benavidez, the same man that Canelo said himself and IBFP said they're not big commercial names and commercial buys. They'll probably do worse than Hyman McGee. His words. Go look at my old video. This dude literally said this shit. Oh, his next opponent is probably gonna be Edgar Berlanga and who's it, Jamal Charlo. Someone he said two guys. He said two guys that need to break the pay-per-views that he did behind McGee is Edgar Berlanga or Dave Benavidez. Then he goes to say that Edgar Berlanga, no one don't want to see him. He ain't gonna make no real money, so Canelo got to carry that. And then Dave Benavidez is not a big name. Why they be not a big name? But you saying that everybody clamoring for this fight, but you saying Terrence Crawford is a nobody. No one want to pay and see that. So who got a bigger name? Dave Benavidez or Terrence Crawford? Let's be real. Who has a bigger name when it comes to Inouye and Tank Davis? Let's be real. And keep calling them moron and just these names, man, just going off at the mouth.
Fight. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Anybody supporting that is the same people that were hating on Canelo Charlo. But these guys are supporting Canelo Crawford. I thought people didn't want to see any more of those mismatches. Then all of a sudden, this guy's pushing this trash. I'm sorry, but to get to the Gervonta Davis versus Inoue fight, that's a fight that makes zero sense as well. Because at the end of the day, we need to see Inoue challenge in another way by somebody in and around his weight class. While we also
now, let me pause and say this, guys. If he knew more about what's going on in the sport right now, Bob Arum, ESPN, and people around Inouye himself said that he's better than Pacquiao. He looked better than Pacquiao. He's like he's going to be greater than Pacquiao, all this stuff. Well, Pacquiao was an 8-division champion. So what's the big deal? You going up 3 more weight classes, and Tank Davis is willing to do a catch weight with you at 130 and fight him. If he's so great and better than, that's why people say this stuff. He's so awesome, and he can do this. Okay, then dude, he's down, he's lower. Come on, Inouye's a grown man. You think this grown man can't move to 130? He's a growing man. I think he's what 5'6" or so, about the same height as Tank Davis. Look up the human anatomy. Look at the height stuff. I want you to put in, say if you 5'6", 6'1", put in what should my healthy weight be. It'll tell you the anatomy of a human structure, what they weight can be at that height. So this fight is it's a great possibility. Who wouldn't want to see this fight? Boxing fans, let's be real. Would you want to see Tank Davis versus Inouye? Yes or no? Be realistic. Or you want to pay for another Tank fighting some scrub? Or Inouye fighting some dude you know he gonna beat? Let's be real. Let's cut to the chase and get these guys to fight the best of the best. The pound versus the pound for pound versus the pound for pound. That's what Turki's looking at. Man, since these guys supposed to be pound for pound, let's see it go and work. Since I'm going to make Terrence Crawford go up, I'm making Inouye go up. We're going to do a cross and cross. He got to meet him here. He got to meet him here. This American got to go here, and this foreigner got to go here. Let's make this happen. But he's stupid, idiot, and moron. He's ruining boxing. This man just got in boxing and making the biggest fucking fights we've ever seen. Without Tariq Alalshikh, since he's ruining boxing, we wouldn't have Fury versus Alexander Usyk. I'm making this quick, get this video out the way, man. This is going to be...
We need Gervonta Davis, while everybody's been waiting for Gervonta Davis his whole career to fight an elite fighter in and around his weight class. class. We've needed to see him fight the Teofimos. We've needed him to fight the Matthias, the Devin Haney's, all of these guys. We need him to see him fight those guys, the Shakur Stevensons, the Vasil Lomachenkos. We need Tank Davis to fight those guys in and around his weight class. Now we're just making dumbass fights because the Turk think they make sense. He throws the weight classes out of the window and says, I'm just going to make whatever dumbass fight that pops into my head. I'm sorry, Turk, but you're officially the dummy of the day.
That's y'all, man. That's how disrespectful y'all do this, man. The face of boxing, Tariq Alalshikh, the real face of boxing, who's giving you things you will want to see. You will love to see. Look at that Terrence Crawford card. And that guy's an idiot and jackass and destroying boxing. But Canelo giving you Jaime Mejia, giving you William Skull next for his, I believe it's the WBA defense. That was the fight you want? That's what you want to see over Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terrence Crawford, to me, get his ass whooped. To me, that's a whole other thing going on, but I still want to see it. This clown says, we don't want to watch a guy survive and like Jermell Charlo. He sold more than Jaime Mejia. The Mexican fight sold less than Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. You know why? People wanted to see it. You didn't want to see it. This is crazy. These weight classes and no one's going to see this. Oh, well, 650,000 people did. That got real quiet when he saw the pay-per-view vibes, but then Jaime Mejia versus Canelo Alvarez does 520,000 or 550,000. They're good numbers. Tank Davis is doing. He didn't get paid $35 million and it flopped. A financial disaster. Canelo's not fighting David Benavidez unless he get paid more than what Mayweather got paid for Manny Pacquiao, more than what Mayweather got paid for McGregor, more than Pacquiao got for all his fights versus Marquez. Think about that. David Benavidez, nobody can't sell. Canelo says himself, he sold 60,000 pay-per-view buys versus a nobody fighter, a horrible fighter, Demetrius Andre. He's nothing to me. And you want 150 million, but Jaime Mejia is somebody, and you got 35 million, so you want damn near triple to fight someone that's a nobody? Make that make sense. I'm not a hater of Canelo. I bought his pay-per-views. That's the thing about this. I'm a hater, but I got proof of me spending my hard-earned money to buy Canelo fights to support Canelo. But I'm a hater. But I've never seen a proof of on his. Go look at my time page. I bought the Deontay Wilder, Joshua Parker card. I bought that whole card. I bought that. It's on my page. I actually buy these pay-per-view fights. But guys, you guys let me know what you think in the comments, man. No disrespectful comments, man. Just be honest with me. Like, as a boxing fan, if you on that bullshit, the Be My Boy shit, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I want real boxing fans to tell me about my video I made and say that I'm stupid, I'm dumb. Tariq is an idiot. I don't care about what he giving us dumb fights. I want Canelo to fight William Scud next. I want Canelo to fight, Jamal Charlo. That's the fights we want. That's what give him $150 million of his money. This is not y'all money. Fights he wants. But I'm ready to run that smoke. Let IBFP go. Come on, bring it. Let's do it. I'm not running from nothing. Time it so I can know I have a life. I got shit going on. So you got to let me know what's happening. But I want to thank you guys for watching, man. Please like, comment, subscribe. More real boxing talk coming soon. I'm out, man. Peace.
The Undisputed Talk. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.